Who'd have known there was a place like this in the dungeons underneath the castle? The elite investigative team hasn't come back. Did they fight over credit or goof up? I didn't think they'd have any problem with this mission. I guess I expected too much from them. They may be useless, good-for-nothing worms, but I guess I'd better at least recover their corpses.
Another guest. First 6, then 1. Foolish bravery, or is it recklessness? You look like something of a fighter, but you are still a man of this world. You are no match for me. It would be best for you if you just went home peacefully. Or would you prefer to become another one of my mute servants, like those who came before?
Oh, so you're the cause of all the problems.
And what if I was?
Don't expect to die painlessly. I'll smash your face until you're begging me to kill you and get it over with.
You're a brave one. However, I am a servant of the gods, created by Falstone, the god of death. Do you really think I would sully myself by fighting with a lowly mortal organism like yourself? Korima, Roxas, Mizua, Saska, come out, my servants.
What the? Bah! You scum!
You who were abandoned by the gods you served and left behind on this land. May I, in my great kindness, extend a special hand of charity to you and retrieve you as my own?
Look at what's happened to you, fools! Think of your place!
Ah, how terribly unfortunate. Very well. It is time for you to burn in eternal despair!
All right, it's about time. System lock. Gravitic warp field released. Now, let's return from gravitic warp space to normal space. Okay, and the rest is all up to the autopilot. About 30 minutes left till we reach Genesis system. Thing I don't get is why we have to meet face to face in this day and age. What a waste of time. All we have to do is take care of this through communications or whatever.
That's a tricky problem. When technology moves forward, ways to abuse it are also born. Unless everyone in the universe suddenly turns into good little boys and girls someday, I think meeting face to face will still be the safest way to go.
Ah, boss, you're awake already? We've still got some time left before we arrive.
I know, but we're gonna meet with some bigwigs from the old Federation government. I don't know how we'll handle them in the new government, but I can't just roll out of bed right before our meeting, can I?
I guess it's tough to be famous.
I didn't get famous on purpose. It was more of a process of elimination thing.
But honestly, flying all over the place on a daily basis like this, doesn't it give you lots of food for thought? I'm always worried that my wife will leave me or something. Actually, today's my daughter's birthday, but here I am.
You gotta go home sometimes. I'm no ogre, you know. If you ask for a vacation, I won't say no.
That won't work either, will it? Since Quark is disbanded, we really lack personnel. Well, I guess I'm still all right. My wife? She understands about all that. Ah, that reminds me. I put all the mail that arrived while you were asleep in the usual place. You've got about 200 this time. At least 20 of those are priority A, too.
Ugh, I bet it's fan letters from all those two-faced geezers again, huh? Well, I can't just ignore them, but they're so depressing to read, I just don't feel like looking at them.
There were some dinner date invitations from some fine young women mixed in there, too.
What's that? From who?
From Ophelia of Tetragenesis and Allie of the planet Midgard, one invitation each.
Well, they are both beautiful, but I bet this'll turn out even worse than the letters from those old men. I never was any good at figuring out what those kinds of people are really thinking. Just more ulcers for me as always. All I want is a nice, relaxing dinner.
If only Fate or Maria would come back, things would go a little bit easier.
Well, that's not gonna happen. It's not like they were doing what they were doing for the fun of it anyway. Someday events may draw them back out again, but until that happens, I don't expect to see those two involved in politics.
If they'd show up, everything would be so much easier.
Yeah, well, you know this is an age-based ranking system, so there's nothing we can do. Till it's our turn to pass the baton, all us old folks can do is keep on struggling.
I myself want to find a place to retire and take it easy for a while. The best thing about the whole thing is, we know the next generation is excellent, so there's nothing to worry about.
I agree with both points. Still, I guess there's no use complaining. We'll just have to work as hard as we can to leave as few problems as possible for the next generation. That's the job of old guys like us.
At last, time to say goodbye to the ship. If you think about it, all the days of my struggle began and ended on this ship. Thinking back again, it wasn't such a long time, but there's still so much that we have to remember.
This is the last chance. All right, I'm gonna do it. Captain? I have something I want to talk to you about. Do you mind?
Oh boy, there he goes. There he goes. All right, either he succeeds or everything falls apart. What a sight to behold.
Thank you for all your hard work. I never would have been able to make it this far without you. Thanks, Lieber. So, what did you want to talk about?
Captain, I mean, Maria, that is, I mean...
What is it? What are you so nervous about? If there's something I can help with, just say the word and I'll do it.
Are you sure you want to let this chance pass you by? Won't you regret it later? Don't let it stress you out. Follow your heart.
It's okay. I've gotten over him. You can't keep fighting for a lost cause forever, you know. You'd have to be pretty stupid to keep trying and trying. Like good old Lieber here. Okay, let's all go back home to where we belong. We have to start our new lives for ourselves now.
Thank you very much for using Kratos Spaceport 3 today. High-speed shuttles have been made ready on Platform 2 as a temporary measure for the sake of passengers traveling to towns on Kratos and Kur. These shuttles will launch at 1200 and 13:15. Passengers traveling to Kratos and Kur are asked to board promptly.
Are you okay, Sophia? You look a little pale. You must be exhausted.
Yes, a little, but I'm fine.
That transport ship was so crowded we could hardly sit down. You should take it easy, okay?
Thanks, but I'm fine, really. And of course the ship was crowded. Everybody else has someone they want to see too.
Good point. Lots of families were affected. You know, hearing these people's stories, I think we should count ourselves lucky not to have lost any more than we did.
Faith! Sophia!
Huh?
Dad! Mom! And Aunt Ryoko!
I'm so happy to finally see them.
Come on, Fate. I can't wait all day for you.
Oh, hey! Wait up, Sophia!